Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. This is Influence, and today I got the Dinobot Studio Series 86 SLUG, or Slug as they call him. I know SLUG is like a derogatory term somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know if England or somewhere overseas. I'm not sure. So they changed his name to Slug. And Daniel, let's not forget Daniel, even though I don't know why they included him. And they probably could have done, I could have done without it. So we'll get to it. Just 360 to start off. And let's get into it. So first, let's check him out real quick, just with the quickness. There's no face. I think it's supposed to be semi-translucent. I don't know if there's supposed to be a sticker on here or what, but I have zero. There's nothing on there. You can't see anything. He's not articulated except for these arms right here. They don't go up and down. They just go around, and these legs go like this. Very hollow inside. You see the back of him. No articulation other than that. And I could have done without this. They could have either included this and articulated it fully as a extra figure, or they could have left it out and put some of the plastic into him, because there are some hollow points as dinosaur. So let's get that over here. I guess we can go through accessories. Second accessory, I guess, would be the directions. Directions are fine. I was fine with the directions. You have his gun. Gun's pretty nice. I think it's painted. It's painted all one color, but it has a lot of molding, a lot of good details. It has the 5mm port. It is pretty short port, but I guess it works. And you have the box, normal 86 box. Got the product shots on the back. You got him on the side and the front. Nothing else. And inside, it comes with this, you know, the little diorama. It's okay. It's just the normal 86 diorama. But then you have the figure. So let's get into the figure. The figure is okay. It's not the greatest. I think his proportions are a little off. I don't know if it's shown on camera. They look more off than they do in pictures. He's very wide up top, and his arms are too short to me. I think that's just what they had to do, double duty. I would have liked if maybe they pulled out. I don't think they do. But yeah, maybe if they pulled out and did that, it would have been a little better. Face sculpt, remove him. Face sculpt is money, I think. I don't think they have a problem with face sculpt. I definitely like the eyes with the painted metallic blue. Got the symbol there. Has a little paint apps here. This isn't, I thought it was scraped off, but it's a little accents. And you have the molded details and all. Got the gold down here. All this stuff. I never know how to arrange this stuff. I know this goes, it's supposed to go up here, but it doesn't tab in great. So there you go. And all this stuff just flops around here. So we can get into articulation. Articulation, his arms are ratcheted. They go all the way around. He does have a double jointed elbow that gets you pretty good. Again, his arm length is not great to me. He does have the bicep swivel. Hands are just fixed fists, but they do turn around like that. He has a waist turn. I don't know if I did his head. His head goes down, does go up, because this can go up a little bit, and it can go side to side, and it goes all the way around, but it is a little difficult. I'm not going to do it because of this, but you can get it all the way around if you need to. These things can articulate like this. I don't know if it's needed. Legs are ratcheted, and he can do the splits. You can see that. Or I should say he can do the hurdles. He can do the splits now, which are not ratcheted, but it is tight, side by side, side to side. These are a little loose. Like when they get down to here, it's a little loose. But then when you get it in the A stance and as you go up, it gets tighter. I don't know what that's about, if that's by design or not. So then you get double jointed knees that get you, if you can get this stuff out the way, it gets you all the way up, down. He does have the the thigh swivel at the cut joint right there. And then he has the feet, no down, no up. It just has a rocker that way and no independent anything. And you can see him in the back. If this would stay up, this does not. Like I said, the robot isn't the greatest to me, but he does shine in dinosaur mode. I like the dinosaur mode a lot. And it's not far-fetched that people would have him in dinosaur mode. So at least there's that. So let's get him transformed. First, you want to turn these hands around like this, because if they're not up like this, they won't go in like that. Turn these hands around, push that in. Pull this out. Actually, we can get all this stuff out. You can just pull all this out like this. Move that down like that. Then I just leave that up. Full with the legs. Flip this little piece right there. Flip this out. Need to move this around a little bit just so it can clear that. You can move this back down. Now the ankle rockers was already out, but if they weren't out, you want to pull them out, and if they are out, you want to push them back in. So again, you pull them out, pull that out, move this a little bit just to let it clear that. Put that back down, and then put that back out. Now the waist, you can swivel 360. And then what you do is you move this up, and then you move this down like this. And this moves on this joint. The first joint goes down, and then it moves down on this joint as you're moving this up. Again, you can move that like that, but then as you move it up, it goes on the second joint. It kind of does it on its own. But anyway, then you get that. You just want that like this. Then you can move this down here, because there's two tabs here that's going to tab into two tab holes. Take my word for it. Can't really see it. And also, this will tab in as well, and you'll see in a minute. So I kind of get this in a right angle. You see that right there? That's where you're trying to get it tabbed in. There you go, like that. And then you can kind of tab this in here. It like clamps around these two things. And this goes down like that. Then you can work on these arms. Pull this out. Move this all the way down the head, and then pull this up. And you can pull this up out of here. Then you're on a double joint, and it's a little double joint right there that kind of, you want to collapse these in. You can move these down as well. They might already come down. You collapse these in like this. Then you try to maneuver it. It gets kind of hard to do. There you go. Yeah, it gets tight there. You can push this back up, and it kind of keeps it together. Then you can push this back down, and it tabs in there, those pieces. You can open up the mouth. It's got a little thing where you can, I think you can put in a blast effect or something. And you get these legs where you need them. if this comes down already or not. Just push these sides down. Then you pull. Let me see. These sides aren't all the way in. There we go. It does snap. It does have some connectors right there. Here we go. We're all almost done. Then you just pull these legs out. Pull this out and get the feet where you need them. Getting over here, pull this out and pull this out. I think it's some clever stuff here, but again, it's some hollow bits back here. They could have filled in with maybe spring-loaded things or something. Other than if they would have kept this out of it, I would have been fine. And just fill in those, because it's not, like I said, it's not far-fetched that people will have this in dinosaur mode. And then you take the gun for the last step, and it kind of finishes off the tail. So I do like that quite a lot. I like the dinosaur mode. I really do. I would probably keep it in this mode. Just got to get the feet where you need them. So yeah, you see some molded details, a lot of molded details. This stuff right here at the top. You also put a gun up there, I believe. Behind here. Can put him up here somehow. I see these things and they don't really work. They kind of work, but kind of gotta put them in the hole there. I think that's the hole, or maybe back here, maybe right here. I don't know, but it's like that. That's how they show it, which is, I don't like. Get rid of that. Yeah, so look at the face. The face is nice. Got a symbol there, the blue eyes, the gold snout, little hollowness in there. I'm not sure why they couldn't fill that horn in. Like, it's just little stuff like that, especially on a studio series, where it would be perfect. You fill that horn in, and that's something that you're going to see. Like, you can argue this is in the back, so if you have it any which way except on the back, you won't really see it. But right here, there's no excuse for that. Got the mouth moves. You have the same articulation at the arms. So you have these and like that, or you can have it kind of like this if you want it. And it goes out. I don't think I showed that either, his shoulder. I'm not sure if I showed that in robot mode. That's the same articulation. Then over here, you have articulation here, like that. Then like this. Then none at the tail. So that may be a missed opportunity, but I can forgive that. So yeah, here it is, and I like it. I like this mode a lot. So now let's go back to robot mode. Just because. It's not difficult at all. Move this up. Move this up. Same thing over here. I kind of split these legs like this. Get this out. And you can move these up. And then move this down. Move it down and out. Down and out. These over here. Spin it around. Get these arms situated. Pull this out again. Pull this up kind of a little. And you're pulling that up to kind of get it separated from these so you can do what you need to do with this. It's kind of easier going that way too. But then you want to keep it like this a little bit. And you move this all the way down. Then you can move this all the way up. Then clamp that together. Then you can move this up here. Then move this down. You can move these like that. Legs, just reverse. Move all this out the way. Let's move this up. You already moved that in, so then you move that down, and I just move it up a little bit. It can stay like this. It doesn't really matter. Then do that. Same over here. Move this little piece up. Move this in like this. Oh, don't forget, I forgot that. I could have broke it, but I did not. Move this down here. And move this up here. Like that. Take the gun out, of course. Now for this, you move up, and it's two. You see those two slices that go right there. They don't really hold too well. And then this goes up here like this, and you just spin it and just keep it some which way just to store it. Then you want to pop these hands out and flip them around. When they're around like that, they don't really go in. They will fall in like this, but they won't go all the way in. So I think that's cool. They tried to execute it, but they should have did it somehow where it wouldn't go in at all. But A for effort, because they try to execute it where it does keep it out. And it does. His knees are a little wobbly too. I'm not sure if you... Okay, you can't get it. You have to really situate it correctly. There you go. You can take these. So I know I just put it on there. And there you go. We have 86 Studio Series, the movie Dinobot SLUG, whichever you like to call him. That doesn't offend you. All right, thanks for watching. This is Influence, and I'll get up with you in another video.
Ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.